Today we will discuss the JONANGI Jagilam, also known as the Kolleti Jagilam, an Indian dog breed, especially known as the JONANGI. This breed of dog is a dog that looks a little bit like a cross between an Australian cattle dog and the Basenji. It is also a dog that is both for hunting but also herding, and has a triple meaning because it is also a good guard dog for bigger farms. And that all-round farm dog attributes are also found with the Australian cattle dog, which is also shares quite a lot of its colors. But different to the Australian cattle dog is quite capable of hunting, but normally is not that much used as a hunting dog in its pure form. Oftentimes when crossed with lurches, or for example bull Arab or bull terriers, they are very fine hunting animals. But the JONANGI is a good hunting animal at its self as well. But I think the Australian cattle dog might prove to be similar, profound in hunting. And why is that? Because the JONANGI, for all its three tasks, it needs a prey drive. So to hunt, of course, the prey, the quarry, you need prey drive. To chase farm animals, to manage and herd the herd, you also need prey drive. And to protect the homes against intruders, you also need prey drive. So that's the common denominator, and that's also why I think the Australian cattle dog might be similarly attributed to shepherds from good lines. Also, some people will tell you that there is some dingo blood also in Australian cattle dog. But we are now talking about JONANGI, and the JONANGI is also different if you compare to the Australian cattle dog, because it is yodeling like a Basenji. And a Basenji is a dog that is in its purpose, right? Why they bred them, breeding purpose, was a hunting dog. And this dog also does not bark, but yodel. This Basenji dog does. And also the JONANGI has wrinkles in its face, much like the Basenji dog has. JONANGI dogs have a very short coat, are capable of fending for themselves, often dig holes around the premises and just work themselves through it and live there. A little bit like a feral dog, also Australian cattle dogs, and Basenjis are known to be primitive type of dogs in that way that they can make sure to take care for themselves. They're good hunting promises because they have high prey drive, but also they're quite hardy if you have a good one from working lines, and also they are athletic. JONANGI combines this in a harsher environment, namely India, and they're also known that they can work on a hot day in rough terrain, the Australian cattle dogs. I think JONANGI will be a lot like that, but perhaps even better in some categories. And also Australia, like India, were colonies of the United Kingdom. So it could very well be that there was quite some interbreeding there. And India is also known, for example, with the Girl Terrier, that's their version of the English Bull Terrier. Also they have the Bullikuta, which looks like a working type of Great Dane, etc. They have their own versions and also their own running dogs, like the Canny, which could be a version of the Saluki or the Greyhounds that was known in other parts of the world. So this type of breed is said that they think they are average in intelligence, but the JONANGI is very loyal to its family. And that's also what you get from an Australian cattle dog. And both Australian cattle dog, and especially the Basenji even more so, are known to be stubborn type of dogs. So interbreeding those and also having them for generation and generation to be able to fend for themselves, dig their own hole around the premises, will further increase that stubbornness, in my opinion. I really like this dog breed. It could be an even better contender than the Australian Cattle Dog, because this dog is primarily still being worked. It has a little bit of shorter coat, that its yodels could also be a drawback, especially if it does that quite profoundly, because if you live in a rural area, this is not a good thing. If you're close to other persons and they get trouble with your dogs. I like a dog to not bark a lot, but also not yodel or howl. So I keep my opinion open on that topic. Two dogs that you see here on the leash are Patterdale Terriers. They also are terrier type of dogs for underground work, but also, like the Australian Cattle Dog, carry a little bit of bull to make them harder. And they have evolved quite a while already. So this type of dogs were over 100 years in the making, in one way or another, also known as the black fell. But I'm not going to bore you with these dogs, and I will close with the Yonangi. Look them up. They can vary from very dark, like black, to all types of spotted varieties. Spotted varieties you will see also with Australian Cattle Dog. They have the blue heeler, which is predominantly black, but also with its white patches. So they start with a whitish coat, and then the color comes through. Either red for the red heeler, or blue for which is blackish for the blue heelers. But they can also range to almost completely black and all colors in between. So the Yonangi dog is not that much based on only the spotted appearance. I hope you have a great day. You can also look up the Basenti, which is often more solid color type of dog, but it can also be in patches. Have a great day.